Scorched to third. Suarez comes up with it. One away. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Harold?
Oh, boy, the wind is blowing out. Matt, I'm telling you, as a hitter, it is like the best thing that has ever happened. It's like a birthday gift that you weren't expecting. When the wind's blowing out, you know if you just touch it just enough, that ball may go out of the ballpark. Because you know everybody wants to hit home runs.
Kevin Kiermaier is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Just a perfect afternoon for baseball. 80 degrees under clear blue skies. The windup and the 0-1. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Tried to put him away on a changeup, but that one was up. Anytime a changeup is up, you recognize it. When it's down, very tough to hit. He just missed his spot.
Stepping in now, Cory Dickerson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Set. Here's the 0-1. Now a ball hit hard toward first, but this is speared by the first baseman.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 4.
So striding forward now, George Springer. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First delivery to him on the way. Down the first baseline. Onto the bag with it himself is Votto, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. And now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. Sonny Gray, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, he uses both the 4-seam and the 2-seam fastball, and what I like about it is the movement that he's able to create with both those fastballs.
And here's Jose Peraza. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Jose Peraza.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Dickerson's there. One away. With a moment here in Cincy, let's take a glance at the Reds starting lineup in this one. HR, how do they send their fan base home happy here today?
Matt, have you seen this guy throw? Whew, he is electric. What do you got to do against him? I think you got to attack him early. He's just too overpowering. His stuff is electric. He's got one of those great power arms that we'll talk about for years to come. You got to take it to him before he takes it to you.
Billy Hamilton stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Yeah, James Kingsley, solid umpire and pretty universally appreciated around the game. Basically, he's not a guy you're ever dreading to see behind the plate.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting third, first baseman, Joey Votto.
Striding in, Joey Votto. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Into the windup and the pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Gray gets the sign. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
That was a good 2-0 slider right there. Now you're still sitting 2-1. I continue to look for that fastball, but that was a nice slider right there.
Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Set to deal on 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Reds turned away first time through. We'll go on to the second in Cincinnati. Still scoreless on the show. Digging in, Paul Molitor. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
First baseman, Paul Molitor.
Into the windup and the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that is off the wall in right field. Throw into second. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
One pitch, one swing to the bat, and they've got a man in scoring position just like that. On the mound, he's probably happy it stayed in the yard. He jumped all over the first thing he saw and almost got to round the bases.
Stepping in, Yadier Molina, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. The tag, and they got him at third. It's a double play.
Batting seventh.
Ready now, Eduardo Nunez. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Now here it comes. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. Just foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Shoots this one over to first. Taken in by Votto, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One hit's all they get. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And we are tied 0-0. Here's the shortstop, Zack Cozart. He'll begin things here against Sonny Gray.
Zack Cozart.
Yeah. Stretch, boys. Stretch, 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 and here we go.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball.
Gray ready with the 0-1. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the visitors. And behind the plate, Yadier Molina. See all that gold? He's wearing it for a reason. He can frame it. He can catch it. He can call the game. He's got great footwork to make the throws. You better be careful if you lead off first base. He'll stray down there and drill you. He'll get you. He will. I'm telling you. He'll pick you off.
At the plate, Eugenio Suarez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly.
4-seam,
Anytime you can make a
fastball.
hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Right, left
Certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One and two now.
We are watching him reach back and just challenge it with the fastball. Now we got a 1-2 count, and that's 3 fastballs in a row.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Use the fastball. Fuck.
Hey, every pitcher
come on,
looks
man.
to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good
4-seam,
start.
2-seam fastball. Just use that. Yeah, exactly. Look at this.
He's sent down via
Perfect.
the strikeout.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Into the box now, Adam Duvall. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Hit back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. A view of Cincinnati from the Brent Spence Bridge. Thanks for joining us once again on the show. At the plate, Whit Merrifield. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
Whit Merrifield.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
That pitch right there just locked him up.
Is he okay?
Curveball that doesn't break, a little front door
Feldman?
curveball. You're looking for it to go back out over the plate, and it doesn't. It just locks you up as a hitter.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled straight back. Swung on and missed.
No.
Really fooled him that time for the first out.
This guy sucks anyways.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
In now, Sonny Gray. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
He might have been setting him up with that high fastball to change his eye level.
Doesn't
Now
know
he's
how
got
to
him set up.
hit.
Maybe he'll go down
It's
the
Sonny
zone.
Gray, like
The windup and the 0-1. Liner toward right center. Oh, and this goes right past him. The throw into second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, the sun was definitely a factor there, but here's the news. The sun rises every day, and as a player, you've got to find a way to deal with it.
Wow.
A glove, flip down, sunglasses.
Oh, you
Use
missed
something
it.
so you can catch the ball. Sometimes easier said than done, though.
Yeah. All right, nice and easy.
Into the box, Didi Gregorius, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Fuck. Fuck.
The 0-2 delivery. Hot shot on the ground is
Come
short.
on, baby.
Played on the backhand.
No.
Throw gets him. 2 down.
Oh, shit.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Standing in,
Kiermaier.
Kevin Kiermaier. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
No, it's nice and cool. It's fine. It's fine. process there. Yeah, it is like rubber, but it was fine. It's not cheese. Yeah. Shit. I'm wrong. I'm one of them.
Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. He dives, but he can't make the catch. It's a foul ball. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. One error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. And that brings up Scott Schebler. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Sent on the ground out to second. And the Reds have their first hit of the game.
A lot of base hits up the middle. Set your sights up the alleys and try to take it back up the middle hard like he did right here. Nice job.
Devin Mesoraco.
The catcher, Devin Mesoraco, stands in. Here comes the first pitch. Snap throw from the catcher. Not in time. The 1-0 pitch. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
That's a nice at bat. You know how hard it is to get yourself in a good hitter's count against a pitcher of this caliber? It's going to be the key moving forward. They continue to stay in good counts.
There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row? Back-to-back hits, and now the inning is set up. They're trying to put the first run on the board so you can bunt, move them up. Now you're second and third. You may draw the infield in, or if they sit back, get the easy ground ball, and you pick up the first run of the game. But it's all set up with those back-to-back singles, and now you can do whatever you want to do with the rest of the inning.
Stepping in now, Scott Feldman. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Jose.
Ready for another chance? Jose Peraza. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Has a look, now the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
That's a good pitch right there. Now he's ahead in the count. You got the hitter back on his heels a little bit. Even though it's a tough situation, you know you're going to have to use all your pitches to pitch out of it.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Line towards center field. And a base hit as that'll score the run from third, and the Reds jump out in front here 1-0.
Well, he comes up with the big RBI hit right there and puts them ahead in this ball game. If they can keep a lead and get to that bullpen, they got a shot to win this game.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
This one's down to third. Right to him. To second for one. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More ahead from Great American Ballpark right after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Cory Dickerson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Finally, a take. No, seriously. That's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Slapped hard the opposite way. To ball. Has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's George Springer. As he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
First baseman number 4, Paul Molitor.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Paul Molitor. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Into the windup and the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Peraza onto the grass. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. The 2010 NL MVP Joey Votto will start us out when we come back. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Reds out in front, 1-0. Striding in once again, Joey Votto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
First baseman, number 19.
First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Boy, if you're going to throw.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Now here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Another try at 2-2. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless. Here's the shortstop, Zack Cozart.
And he lays off there 1-0, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
He swung so hard, I don't know how he stayed on his feet or kept his helmet on. I'm surprised he didn't fall down. He swung so hard. What a big swing.
Ball 3 here as that pitch runs way up and in and backs him out of the box here.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2. Now here it comes. And another foul ball. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Digging in to try it again, Eugenio Suarez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounder down the line at third. But this is foul for the first strike. 0-1 pitch on its way. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Right over the middle, knee high. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Standing in now, Adam Duvall, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the belt, the pitch, and he lays off for ball 1. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. And that one stayed too low apparently.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Ready with the 2-2. Hit hard but foul.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. That was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Reds are on top, 1-0. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Catcher, Yadier Molina.
First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up on the backhand. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting, third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
Digging in now, Eduardo Nunez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. On to first, and Feldman's on a roll now, 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman,
Whit Merrifield next to hit. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Started that swing a bit too early.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away from getting through 5 shutout innings. It's pretty impressive right now.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Reds lead it 1-0. Into the box now, Scott Schebler. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
Scott Schebler.
And that misses, ball 1.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And there's your first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 39, Devin Mesoraco.
Catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in. A base hit in his first trip. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Here's the pitch. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
You know, he's throwing the ball so good today. He didn't get that pitch right there, but he's been getting most of the calls around the plate.
1 run on 3 hits. 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. The 2-1 on its way. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
In now, Scott Feldman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Gray into his motion. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, here's one of those dreaded situations. It's 2-0 to American League pitcher. You have to make him swing the bat. He doesn't get many opportunities to swing, and right now he's not getting much opportunity either.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
I really like what he did right there. 2-0, he wasn't able to hit the spot he was shooting for. 3-0, he made a better pitch, and now he sits 3-1. Let's see what he does here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
And here's Jose Peraza. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Well, he got a high strike on a fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball, usually the put-away pitch with 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here.
1 run on 3 hits. 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. And he misses with it. 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Springer has a read on it, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Reds out in front, 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Sonny Gray. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very. Many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Xander Bogaerts will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Liner towards second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Well, that first pitch single right there is something we haven't seen much this game. Maybe they'll be more aggressive now, jumping first pitch instead of finding themselves in the hole. A lot of the at-bats we've seen in this game so far.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Didi Gregorius, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Duvall has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And they get the double play at third. On to second, they got him, a triple play. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Reds lead this one 1-0. Joe Smith enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Joe Smith.
Ready once again, Billy Hamilton. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Hamilton.
This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now another 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 0-2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Now that's that old school slider right there, trying to get in on his hands. We see that with a cutter a lot, but the slider's even more effective because you can't pick up the spin.
Ready with the 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit Weekly back to the mound. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
In is Joey Votto now. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one.
Reds fans, make sure to sign up for Red Legs News, a free electronic newsletter that can be delivered straight to your email box. You'll find in-depth information on Reds players and coaches, ballpark information, computer wallpaper, promotions, contests, and special giveaways. To sign up for Red Legs News, log on to our official site at reds.com.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. Here's the 0-1. Hit down the line at first, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
Matt, he's thrown 2 pitches right down the middle and got away with them. I don't think he should go back there again, but he's got to locate a little bit better if he wants to put him away. This guy's too good a hitter.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That misses. 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Into the box now, Zack Cozart. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. The Reds lead it 1-0. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th. And before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Ready for another shot now, Cory Dickerson. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Here's the pitch. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to left, and this ball game is tied at 1.
Yeah, we're all tied up, and it's anybody's ball game after that blast. We live in that what have you done for me lately world, so that gem he was pitching doesn't mean anything anymore.
The right fielder, number 4. George.
Here's George Springer. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker, it's strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The previous play is under video
So here's
review.
one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
And the review process appears to be coming to an end, so here comes the decision. And he is indeed out at first as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game. Stepping in now, Paul Molitor. As he grounds one briskly to short. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, number 4, catcher Yadier Molina.
Ready for another chance? Yadier Molina 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a ground ball heading for the Gold Glover Votto at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. All even now at 1-1. Digging in once again, Eugenio Suarez. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looks at a 2-seamer right down the middle. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Slider up that he gets a call on.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-hole hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
0-2. Here it comes. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
Striding in once again, Adam Duvall. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's throwing the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Hard hit ball to second.
Merrifield brings it in.
And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Scott Schebler.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. A hit in 2 tries so far. First offering on its way. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, all tied at 1-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Michael Lorenzen has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 21, Michael Lorenzen. Now playing left field and batting in the 9th
Coming
spot,
to the plate now, Eduardo Nunez. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
This one's down to third. Suarez is up with it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Whit.
In now, Whit Merrifield. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground to second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Now batting, the pitcher, Joe Smith.
Jonathan Lucroy will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Jonathan Lucroy.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Cozart for one. On to Votto, a double play, and that ends the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back from Cincinnati after this. Josh Harrison is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Number 5, Josh Harrison.
Scooter Gennett is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. Hunter Strickland is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Leading off for the Reds, catcher, Scooter Gennett.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Here's the 1-0. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0. This ball will be chopped foul. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
I like how he's mixing up the fastball and the changeup right there. That's how we got the 2-2 count. I think he comes back with a changeup here.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Tucker Barnhart.
In there, strike 1.
Well, this is kind of the life of a pinch hitter. You maybe get 1 at bat a game, and it usually comes against a relief pitcher that's absolutely throwing bullets at you.
And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
And here's Jose Peraza as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. A good pitch there on 0-1 as this is hit foul over to the right side. Strike two now. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Bases are empty here with two men out. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Throw to the plate, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, we've always known this guy was a good hitter. You knew he was going to come out of it eventually. Here's another multi-hit game. It's not one hit that gets you out of it, but the multi-hit game. Maybe this is the sign of things to come.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Billy Hamilton is in with two away now as he looks at a called strike one.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
One strike offering now to Hamilton. Grounded back up the middle. Taken in by Gregorius. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. Ninth inning coming up. All tied at 1-1. Scooter Gennett will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 4, Scooter Gennett.
Wandy Peralta will be on the mound to start the ninth inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Number 33 is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field. Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Didi Gregorius.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Hamilton. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Standing in Kevin Kiermaier. He hit into the triple play last time, so one would guess this at-bat couldn't get any worse for him. Now here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Hamilton is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The left fielder, number 10, Cory Dickerson.
And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0. Ready with the 1-0. Grounded to short. Cozart has it. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. So they go down without a whimper here. Heart of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. All tied at 1-1. In is Joey Votto now. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes.
First baseman. Joey Votto.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
Boy, he is not seeing the ball at all. He's already got 3 strikeouts. If he strikes out here, that's when you start calling the eye doctor.
Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now.
That is a tough pitch to lay off of. Look, it looks just like a fastball. You're down 1-2. You think he's going to challenge you with the heater, and he pulls the string, and he laid off it. I mean, the delivery looked like a fastball. Great eyes.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Now at the plate, Zack Cozart. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. 1 out, nobody on. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. One and 2.
Everybody knows he's got that fastball that gets up at 100 miles an hour. Just have to be ready to swing.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. 2-2, here it is. Hit on the ground to third. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Eugenio
Coming to the plate now, Eugenio Suarez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way in front of a great slider that time. 0-1 pitch on its way. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. So back, and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means free baseball here this afternoon. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, all tied at 1-1. Here's George Springer. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
First pitch on its way. Swung on and blasted foul to the right. And wow, that got all the way out to the Riverfront Club.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
A swing and a miss at one that almost hit him.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first 2 swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
Line towards center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Into the box, Paul Molitor.
He grounds it sharply to third.
Suarez takes it in. And the throw is a high one, but he's able to keep a foot tethered on the bag, and that becomes out number 2.
Catcher Yadier Molina.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. 2 out, nobody on. And this is pulled hard but fouled. They brought their gloves for that one out there. Squared that one up just a little late. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
Another 0-2 coming. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
Now the 1-2 coming to Molina.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Hard hit ball to second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Well, he's down the count. He knew he wasn't going to get much to hit. Did a nice job staying with that ball, just shooting it through the hole the other way.
Josh Harrison.
Josh Harrison stands in.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
Fielded cleanly. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. All tied at 1-1. Patrick Kivlahan is going to come in and pinch hit here as he's the potential winning run here in the bottom half of inning number 10. Tyler Clippard comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. And he gets ahead 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Up next for Cincinnati. Right
now at the plate, Scott Schebler. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Late that time for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Scooter Gennett.
Standing in, Scooter Gennett. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. And we'll have to cancel those dinner reservations, partner. 11th inning coming up. All tied at 1-1. Number 65 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 65.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. He'll go to work trying to do
second baseman. Whit Merrifield.
bounced softly in front of the plate. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Well, it's late in the game, but I tell you what, a leadoff single, that's what you want to start the late innings. Now it sets you up to be able to manufacture or do some things and maybe get that run home.
Number 35 will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 35.
The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position. The 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that one is out of here. A two-run shot that gives them the lead. A two-run blast to straightaway right field as they have taken the lead. It's 3-1.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Now batting, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Standing in now, Didi Gregorius. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The windup and the 0-1. Started that swing a bit too early. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
On the ground up the middle. Peraza up the middle. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Ready for another shot now, Kevin Kiermaier. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. Suarez just to the left of the mound, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The left fielder, number 10, Cory Dickerson.
Ready once again, Cory Dickerson. He rounded the bases on a home run back in the 7th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in.
He was sitting on that fastball. You can't tell me he wasn't. First pitch fastball, and he turned on it like that. Nice job.
George Springer.
In now, George Springer. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And he'll make it to second base on what ought to be ruled a passed ball. And with 2 outs, that one could come back to haunt him.
And this is why you can't lose focus for a second when you're behind the plate. Any mistake a catcher makes has serious consequences. This is a pass ball, and the runner moves into scoring position.
The 0-1 pitch. Hard liner towards short. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the third out. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. One last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th now. The Expos are out in front here, 3-1. Ken Giles takes the mound in a safe situation as he'll try and make sure this one doesn't reach the 12th. Stepping in, number 33, ready to get his day at the plate started right here.
Number 33.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Now the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Now the pitch. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layoff.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. In there, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2.
Matt, he's 1 pitch away from striking out the side. Now, that's a shutdown inning. Your team gets your runs, and then you go back and shut them down.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
This one was pretty evenly matched coming in. 2 spring training teams, but someone's got to win. Either way, both of these teams will look to move up the ranks and continue building a formidable squad.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Victorious visiting team. 3 runs on 10 hits. Reds, 1 run, 4 hits. Our paid attendance at Great American Ballpark this afternoon.